Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Kidscope TV, Kidscope YouTube TV. I thank you to all my subscribers. I would like to thank you because you encourage me. I want to just encourage me more by clicking on the notification bell and also the like button. Subscribe if you have not so, and do share my videos. Help me grow. Thank you so much. I'm super appreciative of all you have been doing for me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I posted the cover of my book, The Virgin Dance, and I promised that I'm coming out with a audio book really soon. I'm working hard on it. I don't want the hard copy to be out. I want both to be out at the same time. So that is why. Now that book, The Virgin Dance, I wrote it. It was the first book that I wrote. The very first book that I wrote. But I just kept it aside and was doing other projects. I've written like 3 other books before then. I published a few of them, but some are yet to be published as well. So I was talking about what inspired it. In one of my videos, I read, what inspired the book. Yes, one of my videos, on Instagram, one of my videos. So this, I can share a bit of this too on, either Facebook or Instagram, depending. So I kept talking about women, culture, traditions that are detrimental to the well-being of the woman, her reproductive health care, and her total well-being, women and children, and how the men are like kind of demigods. It's not as if it's their fault. That's just the way they have been brought up. That's the way the custom is. That's the way the culture is. In one of my videos, now I was talking about mutilating a woman that was a 6 months old pregnant woman, mutilating her, and somebody responded and said she didn't need all those. She didn't need her labia minora or whatever, her clitoris to have children, that she didn't need it. Now you're just talking of using her. We're saying that she needs this thing to enjoy, sex. And then besides, during this cutting or botching or circumcision, a lot of things can go wrong, and you might end up just damaging a woman or a girl for the rest of her life. That's what we're talking. We're not saying we're not talking about whether your culture. Anyway, I don't want to go into all that, but it is true. Everything is true. The woman is still being trodden upon. I'm telling you, today, 2023. Yes, this came about because this my virgin dancer is very relevant. Very relevant. I don't know how you can't imagine how relevant this book is. You can't imagine how relevant this book is. All the taboos, all the culture. You think that okay, this girl is talking. What is she talking about? It is true. I'm going to be reading from it, from the Virgin Dance for you, just a little part of it. But let me tell you what happened. What happened 4 days ago. 4 days ago to be precise. So this lady she's been accused of adultery. They said she actually confessed. They still say when something happens to another child, they say, oh, what is the mother doing? The mother must have done that. The mother must have slept with a man. The mother must have committed adultery. The mother. If it's not the mother, it's a sister or the niece or the grandmother or the great grandmother. It has to be a woman. It has to be a woman. So because they said she has committed this offense, her husband went to consult the oracle with some people. This is church going. I tell them here that I don't understand. They will argue with me. I said I don't understand your kind of koyemi. I don't understand how to speak Yoruba. Your Christianity, I don't understand it, and I don't want to be part of all this nonsense that you people are doing and calling whatever. Anyway, that's not the issue we're talking about. So they said she should take drinks. After consulting the oracle, they wanted to perform some kind of ritual and sacrifices so that she can, her children will not die. Her children will not keep dying. Or the husband will not die for that matter. Actually, the other does not care whether the children die or not. He just himself and even the family and his mom, like, my son should not die. Nothing should happen to my son. What are you just there? You have done this, you have done that, your daughter, the brothers, everybody just went haywire. And it happened to be around, and they said, okay, you know me now, I like to snoop. And they say, okay, they want to go there and see the people, to see them. So I will follow you guys now. What am I doing? Not get what I do. Let me follow you guys. So I followed them. We took hot drink, cola nuts, beer, a carton of beer. Took it along. When we got there, they called the girl. I was talking very slow just now. We took beer, carton of beer, cola nuts, gin, and to give them, and some money that will drop put in the plates while they are doing their welcoming or speech or whatever they call it. So let us not do our video just like that. I don't want it to be too long at the same time, shower. Anyway, so we took all these things along with these people. When we got there, they were seated. They even left us outside first to be doing arrangements. Some people were not, some key family members were not around, so we were waiting. We waited. When they came, so cut the long story short, because I have to read to you people, tell you that this thing is happening. It's happening. Don't read and say, this is not old. It's not old. The Virgin dance, it was set in the 19th century. But it's very relevant today, in the 20th century, 2023. It's still very, very, very so relevant. So we went there and they gave her a list of things that she will have to buy, that she would need to do. But mind you, these people are not legally married. The bride price or dowry has not been paid. But these people just, I don't know if it's a way of, I can't understand it. If you do, please tell me. Mention, free to comments. I don't know if it happens in your own area, if you're from wherever you're from in Africa. Let us know. So we now took those things down there, and they said everything. The girl came, they asked her, she told them that she slept with a man. They said, how many men? Count the men that you slept with. She said 3 men. Said 3 men. Are you sure? Tell us so. Because if you don't say the right thing, the oracle will deal with you. This problem will not finish if you do not say the right thing and start counting the number of men that slept with you. The girl said 3 men. 3 men. So, okay, 3 men. Fine. I said, okay, now we're going to give you the list of the things that you need to bring in whatever days. I know they give a period of time to bring so that they can do the sacrifice, and then you can move back to her husband's house or fiancé or boyfriend or whoever's house, baby daddy's house, and then they'll start living happily ever after. Does it work that way? For me, if I can do that to a man, sleep with 2, 3 people with a man, I made up my mind to quit. I don't like this. That's why people say, oh, I'm not doing nothing. I can do anything that I want to do. But if I have been celibate for a long time, I have a very dear friend who is just not around here, wants to be baby. All a long, we don't even, So I'm just trying to be frank with you so that I don't say, okay, for 15 years, so you don't know anything. It's yes, 15 years. I mean, going to, okay, let me say 10 years, sure. I haven't been with a man, but it is a choice. I don't want to. So when I'm doing things, I'm doing all these things, it doesn't mean that you're better than me. You understand? I don't even open my body, say, because I wish that I had that body. For me, at my age, please don't, just relax. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not going crazy. I'm okay. So back to the story. So this lady was given a list. I'm going to read the list too. I'll read it to you. The things that she needs to buy. I was the one who wrote them down. I made 2 copies. I gave her 1 copy and I took 1 copy. So I'll read it to you. The things they asked her to buy. 4 days ago, 2023, items, I wrote it. 1 she-goat. 1 she-goat. They want to eat goat. 7 tubers of yam. 1 bunch of plantain or ripe plantain. Palm oil. A carton of Star. A carton of malt. A carton of soft drink. A piece of white cloth. Native chalk. Alligator pepper. Native cola. Hot drink. 2 bottles of hot drinks. Then she's going to pay a fine of 20,000 naira. And then for each kid that she had lost, she lost 2 kids. She's going to be paying 5,000 naira on each kid. That is 10,000 naira. And for the men that she has slept with, she said the men gave her 5,000 because I asked her how much the men gave her. If they had given her 1 million naira, to ask her to refund 1 million naira. But she said they gave her 5,000 naira. 3 men, that's 15,000 naira. So she will return the 15,000 naira to them. Don't be saying that. I mean, don't be joke. Don't be joke. I'm telling you people. When I say this thing, you will know they take me seriously. So that's what they say she should buy. Maybe they happen to your own place. Let us know, I beg. So that is how I wakada that week. So let me now read from what I wrote in my book, from the things that I observed growing up. Let me read it to you. Where will I even start from? I titled this chapter, The Travails of the Ogede Woman. Say the advert of her husband's death, an Ogede woman is accused of murder until the gods prove otherwise. However, before she is vindicated, she will be compelled to lie in ashes for several weeks and drink the bathwater of her dead husband's corpse. It is only after the rituals and she had been exonerated that she can mourn the death of her husband for a period of 3 years. During the period of mourning, the widow is obligated to shave off all hair on her body. Her head must remain bald and uncovered, and she cannot wear any other color of clothing or accessories except black. Custom also demands that the elders in her late husband's family chose a man within the family who will take her as a wife. And it does not matter if he was already married with several women. Well, if he was already married to several women, an Ogede woman prides herself based on the number of sons she has, because that is her security in a culture where women are merely used for procreation. My father's greatest grief was not having a son to take over from him. He would have married more wives and employ the gods to change their minds and give him a son. But after my father left, Congo's desire for women diminished. Although he never admitted it, his love for my mother runs deep in his veins. Men don't talk now, they will be hiding, they keep their men so they can't show emotions. His wives were not unaware of this fact, and they hated me for it. That is this Congo's wife, his daughter, just explaining things. She's also talking about what happens, what the woman faces. So my grandmother, who also knew, begged my father to find love in a younger woman, but it was as if my father did not want to replace my mother, and so he refused. Instead, my father became even more engrossed in the service of Awoshe, the gods that he served. The men of Ogede do not eat their food too hot, neither do they eat their food too cold. No wife dares to serve her husband food straight from the fire. Yams and plantain can only be cooked after they have been properly peeled and washed. In certain customs, it is acceptable to cook yams and plantain with a peel, but it is an abomination in Ogede. Soon as an Ogede man steps into his compound, cold water is poured on his feet before he enters his room, an act which is believed to calm his ever-raging nerves. Some superstitions have practical origins and obvious consequences. For instance, if a person unknowingly steps on and eventually kills a snail, the person gets seriously sick, and if not properly cleansed by the gods, he will die. Most deaths in the village are attributed to human contact with the snails, even when a person dies of other causes like malaria or cholera. So this is just a snippet of my book, The Virgin Dance. It is relevant today. Those cultures, those things happen. That's what women face. So after back to the story that I told before, when we came to tell the girl's father that this is what they said, he got angry and said, "No, they're not married. He would not do it. They're not supposed to do it. And this girl, she's not working." And they said, "Okay, how would she get the money?" Somebody was saying, if the man really wants her, if he likes her, he can throw the money away. Then she go and pick the money and use the money to do all those things. Look, all these things. It's also. How do I used to say it? So it's so jumbled up. I can't get a grip of it. So well, that is it for today's video. Until I come your way again in another video, Mr. Roro-Oghoshe, please subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a video. Till I see you next time on the video. Bye bye.